Hi guys, hello, welcome back to another episode of Mini Daily, and on today's episode we are tackling the rear trailing arm, torsion arm bush on the Passat. It failed the test on a couple of things, one of the things being this bush. Failed on both sides, so I am going to tackle the other side, which will be the passenger side today, so hopefully you'll learn something from it. Also, if you notice, I'm using a different camera. I don't know what way the audio is going to be on this, or the video quality, so let me know in the comments what you think. Right, so as everyone knows, step one is jack up your car. Now, once you buzz your wheel off, you look, there's a T20 there. There is another one under in here. See if I can move you around. There's another one in there. And there is another one at the back up here. You'll see it, just feel around the plastic and just take that off. Now with that plastic down, you should be able to see up here. There you go. You have 4 bolts there that you have to take out. Now that's the offending bush up there. As you can see, it's in bits. Now the easiest way of doing it is to take, there's your drop link, so take that off, and then there's 2 bolts the far side that you take out. I'll tell you the sizes now in a second. Right, so that's the first one undone on the drop link, which is here, and the other one is, just get you down here. There's your other one here. Now when you undo that, this is going to spin, so if you can catch the back foot with a vice grips just here, it's a lot easier, because if you try and put a Torx in there, 9 times out of 10 you'll just strip it. So that's the easiest way. That's that out. As you can see, there's tension on this. Okay, so what you want to do is just pop a jack in underneath there until the tension comes off that, and then you'll be able to pull that straight out. Now guys, that's the bottom bolt, and there, that's what you catch with the vice grips. You don't actually catch the drop link itself. So that's the first bolt out, and then you just catch your drop link. Give it a pull, and there's your drop link out. Now the drop link can only go back in one way, so you're not going to get it the wrong way around. So next what we'll do is we'll take out these 2 bolts at the back here. I think they're an 18 or 17, I'll tell you now. Now let your view in from the back. So your bolts were there and there, and you can see I just dropped down that tray there, and you can see the 4 bolts up here. There's 1, there is 2, and then you have, sorry for the angle, with 3 and 4, and then you just unclip that harness there for your handbrake, so it comes off up here, and then this channel opens and the wiring comes up, and then we take out the 4 bolts, and this arm then is ready to drop. Now I don't know how well that's filming under the car, but you can see how bad that push was. Oh my god, there was a sway in the back of the car when I was driving it. I said I'd just send it into the NCT and let them pick up on it, because they always seem to find something to fail you on. So it should just open. It's just been a bit stubborn. There we go. Now you'd think you wouldn't have to touch that, but that's actually attached to that hanger. Look at the state of that bush. Now they kind of just twist out. Actually, at this side of the car, there's another one just up here as well. guys. The stand is a little bit top heavy. Now, yes, before anyone starts shouting about the impact rated sockets and blah blah blah, it's the wrong size anyway, but can do the job. It identifies as, what you got it, they are 16, I think. Actually, I'll just check. There's 17 here behind me. Yeah, they're 16 mil. I'll just go and see if I can find. Oh, I seem to be fresh out of 16s. I don't know how, in a half-inch drive, so I'm going to be really sketchy and use an adapter on the gun. And hopefully it doesn't snap it. There's one. Okay, that one's going to need a bit of beating. There's two. There's three. Just hammering the loose rust off it. And that's it. Now, there's your car. There it is down. So there's a plastic cover on this, and then we have a long bolt threaded through, and then we can get in at the bush, and I'll show you how to remove these and put them in without a press. So there you go, there's that cover off, and there is the nut. Has to come out, just got some dirt off it. I don't think that's an 18, I think it's a 19 mil. No, it's an 18 mil. So just be careful, especially if you're using a good impact, that the thing doesn't fly around on you. Now, pull that off, and there's your bush. Well, remnants of it. Right, excuse the absolute mess in here, but work has kind of got in the way of doing anything else to the Mini, but we'll have a look at this bush. Now, the easiest thing to do is, let me just pick it up please. The easiest thing to do is you're going to hammer this out, okay, and I don't know if you can see, if I can get in close enough, you can see the difference between the aluminium, which is gone, and the metal. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a sawzall through that and just saw 2 points out of it, and then we're just going to hammer the rest out. It just fell out on the other side, so it should fall out on this side. Now you can see that that wasn't steady in anything. No wonder I had a shake in the back of the car. So we'll whack that out. Now, there you go. It's knackered. Excuse the legs being on show as well, but it is 24.5 degrees at the minute and I am sweating. Right, so here's our sawzall. Park slide as usual, but a great piece of kit. Just throw your foot on it, otherwise it's going to go all over the place. So you just you can see the vibrations that goes through that. You're just making sure you're going through enough that you're not hitting the steel or going through the steel. Now, there's one cut. I'll put the other one about here. That's you. So what you do then is you. Now that's one section of it out, as you can see. Then just go from about here, hammer it again. There's your bush out. A couple of seconds now. What we're going to do is we're going to give this a quick clean up, grab a bit of sandpaper and just get rid of the likes of that. It'll just hinder the new one going in. So we're going to let a slap of grease. Any sort of grease will do, and just run it around the inside edge of that and the outside edge then of the bush. Now, that's the new one. As you can see, there's a bit of a difference between that and the old one. So let's get this looped up and get this hammered home. Now there is a little bit of a taper on the end of these, just I'd say to help you in seating it properly before you hammer it home. Now this is one bush. Ideally you need a press, but for a home mechanic trying to save himself a few quid, you don't really need it. Now go and clean the paws off. I'm probably going to need a lump hammer, but you want to aim to hit it at 12, 3, 6 and 9 to seat it in evenly. So you just 12, 3, 6, 9. I'm going to be back with a bigger hammer. That ain't doing it. Now she's in. A lot of beating, but it's in. So let's go back out. Right, so installation is just the reverse of the removal. So we'll start with tightening this, getting this cover back on and getting this bolted up. You're going to notice that there's a lot less movement in this now. When I took it off, like you could see it was swinging, and now I can move it only barely. So that's a good thing. So we bring this back in, and I have the 4 bolts in up there. Now, what you might need to do as well, just to get it to line up, is just stick a bar on the top control arm there and just leave it back and forward until they line up. Another alternative you can do is just jam a screwdriver through the arm and down there. Everything is quite loose here, so that'll work either. Right, so once you've those 2 bolts in, you want to be getting your drop link back in. There's that, I don't know why they have it like that, but there's no nut on it. Just throw vice grips on it, because as I said, this 9 times out of 10 you stick anything in that, it is just going to distort. So throw your 2 bolts back in and that's it done. Now when you have all of that done, remember to clip back in your wire for your handbrake and then fit your under tray up, which is just the bolt there and the bolt there.